Hey guys, what's going on? Not as awkward this time, promise. So today I'm not going to use my air fryer. Today I'm just going to do a basic meal that you can make for your family. Super easy at home. And I'm going to show you how to make Brussels sprouts super yummy. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a Brussels sprout. So this is what it looks like when it's off its stalk. I normally cut the end of it. Make sure you rinse it. Cool water, not hot. You don't want to boil it. And you just want to take the leaves off of it. The leaves will come right off. Don't pull the leaves, okay? Because all the leaves will want to come off because it is a leafy green. And you're just going to do that, okay? Now, if something like this happens, I normally just like pull it off. But I try and just keep all the leaves on there. Okay? And you just put it into your pan. Once I have maybe about a pound of Brussels sprouts here. Once we get that all settled, I will show you what the next step is. And we will go from there. Oh, and also I have a pot of water on the stove that is going to boil because we are going to make garlic butter pasta with the roasted Brussels sprouts, maybe with a balsamic glaze, I'm not sure. Oh, and one more thing, before, when you put your water on the stove, put a little bit of salt in it just so your noodles don't stick to the bottom or stick together. So now you're all done, and now you have like all these green things, because what you want to do is you just want to rip off like that first like layer, like a head of lettuce, just because like sometimes it gets brown and you don't really want it and it's loose and whatever. I don't know. I normally just do it. I don't know why I do it. I just always have done it. You can keep these if you want. I know some people keep them and like will air fry them. Me, I don't have the time to keep them, so I'm just going to throw them away. Because, I mean, these are kind of like brown. Okay, so I'm just going to show you. That's what they look like. So I'm just going to spread them out in the pan. Just so you can see them. I don't really want them, like, it's okay if they touch. I just want them to kind of have their own space. Just because when we go to oil them up. Now with the oil, you can kind of do like whatever you want. If you want extra virgin, you could do extra virgin. If you want olive oil, you could do olive oil. You can do whatever you want. I'm trying to think. I have like these specialty oils over here. I'm just not really quite sure what I want to do. I probably will just do regular vegetable oil. I think that's what I'm going to do. If there's any other like vegetables that you want to throw in here, you could do that. I could throw in green pepper with it if I wanted to. I had green pepper last night, so not really something I want. So now I'm just going to drizzle this. Oh, preheat your oven to 375. Sorry. Just drizzle. And sometimes it'll come out. Sometimes it won't. Maybe it'll come out in a big clump. Maybe it won't. Just drizzle it. And then what you want to do is just take spatula, spoon, whatever you got. Just mix them up. If some of the leaves fall off, it's fine. Just make sure that you coat all your stuff in oil because you're roasting them. That's what we're doing. We're roasting them. And that is the only way to make Brussels sprouts. The only way I'll eat them. Just Brussels sprouts are nasty. I've had boiled Brussels sprouts and those things are disgusting. Don't even ask me. I won't even go over people's houses, and if they say, oh, I'm making Brussels sprouts, I'm like, because I know they don't make them right. And if you just see that you want more olive oil, just put more olive oil. See, so like if I see they want more oil, see, look, I'm gonna put my extra virgin garlic olive oil. Maybe not. Okay, this is like a little bit too much for me. Oh. So, like, you want to give it a couple more drizzles. I mean, you can go with the motto that there's never enough oil. Whatever. I mean, if you over oil it, then whatever. Then just over season it to overcompensate for the over oiling that you're doing. Just make sure to get them all nice and good. And if you still see that there's a couple that like don't have like any oil, that's fine. Just keep mixing. And you'll see like the bottom of the pan, like it'll be finely mixed. So it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So what you want to do is you kind of want to do the spread out thing like you saw. Once you're done mixing your Brussels sprouts, you're gonna spread them out, and then you're gonna season them with some salt and some pepper. Salt. Oh, garlic. Definitely garlic. Garlic. Where's my pepper? Oh, there it is. It's hidden. Hidden behind my paprika. Oop, my water's boiling, which means that the noodles are ready to go in. Okay. And these will go into the oven for approximately like 15 to 20 minutes.
Edit that, baby.
Okay, so I bumped my oven up to 400 instead of 375, and I'm going to stir it in about 4 minutes. I use bow ties for what I'm going to be making tonight. You can use any kind of pasta if you want to, and then we will go through with how to make it nice and garlic. So now the pasta is done, I'm going to bring it over and I'm going to drain it in here, and then we will go back over and I will show you what to do next. So let's do this. So first you turn off your stove, because if you don't, you'll burn your house down and then you'll be sad and then nobody will be enjoying anything, or somebody will be dead and that won't be fun at all. So you're going to drain that, make sure it's all out. Look, there's one lonely one left. And I'm not even going to try. And then you're going to shake, 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 shake. Let the steam clear all your congestion and sinuses out. Lovely. Make sure all the water drips out. And then you're going to go and return it to where it just came from. But I would recommend spraying it first so it doesn't stick to the bottom. It smells really good. Alright. Yes, I'm using a can opener to open my thing, just because I don't really like the oven. That looks really good. So now you're gonna mix these up. See, look at that brown. That's what you want. That is what you want. And that's what you want from your little Brussels. You want them brown. Give them a quick stir. At this time, if you would like, which I may end up doing, but I may not, you can put balsamic vinegar. Drizzle it on top so it marinates in the Brussels sprouts. Or you can do it after and let it like stay in the oven for a little bit because it'll still like heat up. Either way, you can do that. I think I may just do it afterward, just so, yeah. But yeah, look how good that looks, guys. Doing a great job. Okay, now we're gonna come back up to here. Okay, so now that we have that all done, now we're gonna move on to our pasta. So I sprayed our pasta. It's getting a little clumpy, but you know, it's starting to cool down a little bit. So I didn't rinse it. I didn't do any of that because you don't want to rinse it because you still want those starches in there. So we're doing a garlic, olive oil based pasta, and my mom loves garlic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple cloves of garlic, and I'm going to, I'm going to cut the end of it. The peel looks fine. I'm going to put it in here. Squeeze. And if you need to, use your knife to just cut. And now that you saw that, I will bring you closer so you can see what I am doing. How am I going to do this? Yep. That will probably be how I do it. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I don't know. Oh, okay. So, cut. You want to take out like the little bit of skin that was in there, just because you don't want it clogging up what you got going on. Take it, push it down deep, cut it off, and then move on. And I'm gonna do one more clove just because they're really small cloves. Sometimes you get really, really big ones. Sometimes you get really, really small ones. So this one's like a pretty big one. And this one will probably be my last one depending upon how it tastes. Cut. It's already so now that that's in there, I have this, which is specialty extra virgin olive oil, but it's garlic infused. So I'm going to do that just because I know that my mom likes garlic. I'm going to pop it. I'm going to drizzle it. Probably about 4 tablespoons, or a hefty amount, like just, you know, if you know what I'm talking about, drizzle forward, drizzle backward, drizzle backward, drizzle forward, drizzle backward, drizzle forward again, and then you're done. And then what we're also gonna do, if I can find it, is put butter in it. So I would say probably about a tablespoon right now, just because we put in all that extra virgin olive oil. And we're just gonna mix it. We want all of our little bow ties to get extra loving from the garlic and everything like that. And then we'll season with our salt, pepper. We might put in a little bit of cayenne, just to add some extra flavors, just because I like extra flavors. I like it spicy. And you know what? You always have to taste test. It's really good. Salt and pepper. Definitely. So my next step is pepper. A nice amount. Pepper, pepper, pepper. Salt. Back and forth. I would say probably about a tablespoon of salt. Maybe even 2. I'm going to put in parsley with this just because I think that it would go great. And I think that it's a great look to it too. My parsley doesn't work that well. So I would say probably about a tablespoon of that as well. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty, and also don't be afraid of messing up a dish. We all have to start from somewhere. So let's mix that in and see what we need. You can always add. Always start light because you can always add more. That was the butter. I think we need more butter. I think maybe we'll definitely need some like paprika. Okay. So I'm gonna add another tablespoon of butter. And this time I'm gonna like cut it up. So we can get like evenly distributed throughout my pasta. And we're going to take a little bit of paprika. This is sweet Hungarian paprika. It has this cute little whatever. I'm just going to take this like maybe like a teaspoon and just shake it. Paprika is awesome. I love paprika. Very yummy. Okay. So now let's mix that up. Put it back on the burner. Give it some extra heat. Perfect. And I think that the one thing that everybody knows that goes on top of any pasta, locatelli cheese. So in 2 minutes, we're going to do that. I'll probably fast forward this clip right now. And you know something, you can always saute the garlic if you want. I just didn't do that. I'm on a schedule because my family has to leave here shortly. So I just put the garlic in there, but it still tastes just as great. Sauteing is just going to add the flavor. It'll just be more copious. But doing this, it's a quick, easy dinner. You don't have to worry about it. If you have like guests coming over, this is super easy and quick. I know I keep picking at it, but that's because it's like really, really good. Okay, so let's take a look at our Brussels sprouts. I know, my stuff is a mess. Wow, they look beautiful. Nice and brown. So now we're gonna mix them up. Yep. So they're a little bit heavier just because they're now like caramelized to perfection. If you want them really crispy, if you just don't, I don't mind some of them being soft as long as the majority are crispy. But if you want all of them crispy, just leave them in longer. But I think this is perfect time to take them out. A nicer close look at these Brussels sprouts that look just absolutely amazing. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to mix them. Make sure you have a pot holder. I'm going to try one just came out of the oven. Add a little bit more salt. I don't think it needs salt. No, I definitely taste the salt. Missing something. Balsamic vinegar. That's what's missing. And so doing this midway through, it kind of allows the balsamic vinegar to not be so moist, like liquid. Like it'll dry. Dry. That's. So now I'm going to mix that up. But if you do it halfway through, it'll be perfect. Or even if you do it at the beginning, they will be perfect. So you'll do that, and I may actually just put them back in and broil them for a couple minutes, just so I know that like they're crispy and the balsamic vinegar is kind of like not making it mushy and like boily. So I'm gonna broil it on high, put them in there. And guys, this is all like testing. Fudge. I just burned myself. See, like it's all like testing. It's all like looking at what you're making and just kind of like troubleshooting. Like it's like a computer or like life issues. You have to troubleshoot anything that you come by. You have to troubleshoot cooking. So if something doesn't taste right, well, what does it need? Does it need salt? Does it need cheese? Of course, everything needs cheese. Does it need chocolate? Of course, everybody needs chocolate. Does it need Brussels sprouts? Probably not, but Brussels sprouts are good for you. So, but honestly, these are the only way to make Brussels sprouts. Don't ever eat boiled Brussels sprouts. They're disgusting. So you don't ever want to leave. I did not put my hand. You don't ever want to leave your stuff in a broiler too long. It will burn like hard. So a minute, maybe 2 minutes, not that long. It does not take that long to broil something, especially Brussels sprouts. They will burn within 3 to 5 minutes on high. I mean, I would even say 2 minutes at the max. So don't just think, oh, I'm going to put it in the broiler and walk away. No, like, you can put it in the oven and walk away and be okay for a couple minutes. But the broiler, don't even think about it. And there I am. So, like, I can hear, I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear it. So now they're all nice and brown. See, it did not even take that long. They're brown. I can smell that balsamic. They're coming out of the oven. They're even more crispy now. So even if you want them crispy, perfect. And voila. And you're done. So thanks for joining me again. If you like this video, just press thumbs up. Go follow my Instagram. I'll put in the description. And I hope everyone has a great day. See ya.